So let's log in now. We enter admin as username and admin as password. This is the login normally used by the installer. We will now arrive on one of the two start pages. There are two start pages. Which one to show is configurable? This is the flowchart. And you find the icon or the menu, flowchart menu, from the menu bar most to the left. So here you have the flowchart. Below there you find the tiles menu. Then we have the alarm list. We have energy measurement. We have the smart menu, the trend log, and the scheduler. The flowchart is really powerful. It is possible to reconfigure it to make it look exactly like the installed unit. It's possible to flip right, left, up, down, but this is normally correct when the unit is delivered from the factory. What could happen on site is that you have delivered two duct coils and they are installed in another order there and showed on the flowchart. And to move the cooling coil so it's placed before the heating coil, you simply click on the pencil, and then on the heating coil you click the arrow to the left and the coil is moved, and then you click the green circle with the tick, and the flowchart is saved with the cooling coil placed before the heating coil. It is also easy to manually set values from sensors or manual control values. In this case, I will show how you easily can simulate another outdoor temperature. So you click the outdoor temperature sensor and then on the hand, and now I will change from -2.3 to 23 degrees. I close this pop-up window, and in a few seconds you see that the controller is now working with 23 degrees from the outdoor temperature sensor. You can also find the set points from the flowchart. It is behind this small icon called SP. And now we continue with the next icon in the menu bar. That's the tiles menu. So on the tiles menu you find the on-off tile. If you manually would like to stop the unit for some reason, it can be done from the tiles menu. Here you also find tiles for the two fans and for temperature control. The tiles contains actual values and set points. If you click on one of those tiles, it is possible to change the set point, but this change is just temporary. To make permanent changes, you click on the edit profile. ISYteq works with 5 normal profiles and an boost profile and an off profile. A profile can be seen as a set of set points or a recipe containing all set points that should be used together. So for example, here we see the 2 fan set points and the temperature set points, and this combination of set points has a name. It is possible to change the name to fit this usage of the building. You can think of a building, a sport facility. They might have one profile called Teams Training, another profile called Game Day, one profile called Concert. They could have a profile called Cleaning. Having different profiles and control them from the scheduler is an efficient way to use energy. ISYteq is quite powerful, having 5 of them. Normally a DDC has for air handling unit has 2 temperature set points, 2 or 3 fan set points for each fan. But let's continue now, and we continue with the smart menu. It's intended as a toolbox for the installer. So here you find the setup wizard, airflow adjustment mode, pressure calibration, where you can calibrate, for example, filter sensors, one for loop settings. You can set time and date, and there's a document generator. With the document generator, you can generate not only a configuration unique BACnet IDE file, but also configuration unique Modbus data point lists, configuration unique commissioning protocol, configuration unique alarm lists. And when you have generated it, either you save it on your computer, or if you're doing this from the 7-inch touch panel, you can put a USB stick in the display and save it there. And from the smart menu, we continue to the trend log. ISYteq 4.0 has an automatic trend log. That means that all data is logged, and the user only have to select what to show. In this case, we will have a look at the supply temperature sensor. And be aware now that this is just a demo, and all data we will see is simulated. ISYteq is much better than this, but it's more fun to look at a varying temperature during a demo than a straight line at 20 degrees. It's easy to zoom in, zoom out, move to the right, to the left, hide and show values. In the top left corner, you can print the diagram or export the diagram. From the energy display menu, you can see actual power and accumulated energy. This demo doesn't have the sensors, but if it would, you would have seen more icons in the top right corner. So icons for heating, cooling, heat recovery, cooling recovery and fans. And then when you click one of them, you see the actual power and the accumulated energy. And finally, we'll have a look at the unit operating scheduler. It's found in the scheduler menu. In the middle here, you see the unit operation mode scheduler, and we have a weekly scheduler and an acceptance scheduler. The acceptance scheduler can be used during public holidays or kids' summer holiday. And to show how it works, you simply click on one of those bars. You can test the different functions. I will show how to edit it. So I click the pencil. I will change from low speed to high speed, and I will change from start Monday morning at 8 o'clock to Monday morning at 7 o'clock. I click the green circle with a tick, and the unit will start Monday morning at 7 o'clock at high speed.